She got the water, that bitch soaking wet. Smoke on dope, bitch, I'm high as a jet. Go to the bank, I got a bag to collect. I knew I was right when she left. Can't fuck with the chicks, man, I'm not into that.
Welcome back to my channel. It's Vlogmas Day 8 and I'm super excited today because I'm giving you guys my highly requested video. I've been getting comments on my TikTok, my Instagram live, on my IG comments, and on YouTube to do a everyday makeup tutorial, and I'm doing that for y'all today, so I'm super excited to give that to you guys. So today I actually did film my video all in slow motion, so that's why I'm doing a voiceover. But to start off, you gotta cleanse your face. I feel like cleansing your face is super important when it comes down to doing your skin. If your skin isn't clean and moisturized, your makeup's not going to look as good as you want it to. So what I'm starting off with is my cleanser. This is a pregnancy cleanser from Palmer's. You can use any cleanser. If you're pregnant, of course, I would recommend this one. If you're not, just anything just to wash your face and get all that excess dirt and all that other stuff off your face before you start. And I just, wash it like regular. Everybody knows how to wash their face, I would hope. Of course, I'm going to wash it off my face with a towel just to get it nice and clean. And then I'm going to go in with my toner. Again, this is a pregnancy toner. If you're not pregnant, don't use this. It's from Palmer's and I love it. And it's a spray. And it just gets me every time because, it's just a little spray and it just, shocks me. I let that dry and then I go in with my hyaluronic acid serum from Good Molecules. And I just use that like 3 dots on my face. And I let that sit for 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, I meant 30 seconds, because it just allows the product to actually work. I do that with also the toner. I let it sit for 30 seconds. Basically, every step of my face routine, I let it sit for 30 seconds just so that it can actually sit and actually start working before you add on an extra layer. I mean, if you read the bottom of your package, it should tell you to wait 30 seconds because it's not going to absorb into your face if you go on to the next step so fast. So that's what I do, and I definitely see a difference. Next, I'm going in with the Brightening Daily Serum. I said that backwards, but it's from Glam Molecules as well. And I'm going to do the same type of steps and also dragging it to my neck. I did that with the other serum as well because you gotta make sure the neck is moisturized as well. Don't forget the neck. Please don't forget it. And I definitely use a light moisturizer as well, not too heavy when it comes to doing makeup. And if I did have all my stuff, I would definitely put on a SPF because it's very important to put some sunscreen on, especially when you're doing your makeup very much every day, but definitely when you wear your makeup. It just also gives another layer of protection for your skin from the makeup. Like, not to say that makeup is harming your skin, but it just gives you a different layer for it. And yeah, that's basically what I do for a skin routine before I do my makeup, because it's also important when it comes to doing your makeup. Now let's get into the makeup. I'm starting off with my eyebrows. I like to use the eyebrow pencil, LA Girl concealer, and I like to use a concealer that's close to my skin tone and a spoolie. And since I have like naturally thick eyebrows, and basically I just want to fill in the brow. I'm not really adding a lot to my brow or making a whole different shape. I'm literally just filling in my brow and giving it hair-like strokes. And after that, I'm going to use my spoolie and I'm going to spoolie it out. And then I'm going to use the concealer to carve it out. And then at the very last step of my makeup routine, you'll see I'm going to use my brow gel to encapsulate the eyebrows. And I just learned from a makeup artist that it's just smarter to do your brow gel after you spray your setting spray. So that's what I do. And yeah, it just makes my eyebrows look even better, like you'll see at the end. And with the concealer, I'm just following my natural arch and just trying to make sure I just clean up the brow, and I do above and under. This is really giving 2016 brows, but they work for me, so that's what I do. I just do what works for me, and you guys should always do what works for you. If this technique doesn't work for you for your brows, that's perfectly fine. Just find a technique that does work for you and do that. Like, everybody does their makeup different because everybody has different faces. So if you're looking at me and my eyebrows don't look like this, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, just find something that works for you. I promise you, you'll find something. And I was just showing you that I'm using the Sephora concealer brush, and I'm just going to blend that out nice and even just to make it very nicely blended together. So it looks like, eyebrows are not drawings of eyebrows. And that is my finished eyebrows. Like, this is just the best way I can figure out how to do my eyebrows. They look so nice and clean, and that's how I do my eyebrows. So yeah, let's go on with the foundation. So foundation, I use the Born This Way in Butter Pecan, and you're supposed to be using a darker foundation. This is what I learned from the makeup artist. A darker foundation to give you guys that, you know, IG filter look. Before we start the foundation, I almost forgot to use my primer. I don't ever do my foundation without primer, so I'm using this Fenty Beauty primer, and I'm just gonna put that over my face. And then I'm gonna, of course, put that on, rub that in, and then I'm gonna get into my foundation. But of course, before we start all of that, my boyfriend's calling me, or fiance. You know, my man's is basically calling, so I gotta answer that, and I'll be right back. Now, let's get into the foundation. I'm gonna be using a Morphe. I believe it's the 543. If I'm wrong, like, check the description. And I'm gonna use that and use stippling motions to apply my foundation. It just gives a better, you know, coverage and blend when you do a stippling motion, other than just dragging it on your face. Like doing a dabbing motion when it comes to it just gives you just a even fuller coverage. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm also gonna drag that on my forehead and my neck. Can't forget the neck, girl, please don't forget the neck. And yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And if I have any excess foundation, I'm just gonna go over the places until like it's basically blended all the way out. And yeah, that's what I do to apply my foundation. And then we're gonna get into this concealer. Oh, but before that, I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and just go over that foundation one more time just to make sure it's just a flawless coverage and just really blend it out, because you just don't want to go in your makeup without it being blended. Like, being blended is like the most important part to having a flawless face. Like, blend that bitch. And if you don't feel like you blended enough, keep blending. Like, I don't care. Just keep blending. And now let's go into the concealer. I forgot which concealer I'm using from Born This Way, but I'm going to put it on my face in these places. You guys, it's so important about placement when it comes to makeup than just putting it everywhere. Like, if you put it in the right places, you're going to have that look that you're going for. And this shade is like literally my actual, like, probably skin color, but the way that this foundation is so dark is going to look brighter because of it's so dark and the shade is so lighter. So it's going to give you that effect that you want, that like overly, you know, brighter under eyes. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna put it in these places. Like I said, these placements are perfect for my shape face. If you are trying to figure out what's good for your shape face, just Google like what's your shape face and concealer shape maps, and then you'll figure out what you need to put your concealer to give you the best look for your face, basically. Of course, I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to use a fan to dry it. It's just good to dry it before you use it because it just sets even better. Like, I love that I use a little fan because, girl, it eats. And I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender to blend it out, and then to even blend it out even better because, girl, it's all about the blending. I'm going to use my foundation brush with the the Access foundation and go over that concealer just so that it can just give you a more flawless look. Like, it just blends out so much better than just using a beauty blender. And you use that foundation, it's just going to melt even better. So yes, these are some tips I'm giving you. These are like goated tips. Like, girl, I'm giving you all my goods, and I hope that when you use your makeup and do your makeup, it just eats better because you're learning. It's all about learning process. Honestly, it took me forever to get my makeup like this, and it just took learning and practice makes perfect. So if you feel like you failed, just keep trying again. Because I'm giving you guys all my tricks and tips, let me put you on to when you put on your concealer, it's good to go downwards, filling in those creases so that you're not creasing because you're filling it in. So if you put it in, you blend it into your crease, you're not going to crease up because you're blending the concealer in your creases. So going downwards then going upwards, if that's making any sense, just basically how I'm showing you guys on the screen right now, it's going to give you a more flawless beat. And then after you place it where you want it, you're going to use the back of your beauty blender to blend it out, and then of course use the foundation brush to just get those edges, just to give an airbrush effect. And I promise you, it's going to blend so much better than just doing it like how you probably usually do it. Just doing it this way, it's just going to give you just a flawless early look. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, basically, girl, it's all about placement and blending, And if you can master that, your makeup's going to look bomb AF. Like, every time it's going to look like, girl, a filter. Like, I know you guys see this. Like, the blend is giving. Like, you can't tell me I did not blend that. Like, this is, like, perfection. Now we're going into contouring. I don't use a cream contour. I only use powder contours. It's just what works for me, and I like it. I'm using my Morphe, if I'm remembering correctly, my R10 to bronze. And I'm just getting, like, basically I'm following the top of my earlobe to the bottom of my, to the top of my lip. That, if you can think of that line, that's where I'm contouring my face. And I'm just gonna, like, you know, do that thing. And I'm using a MAC bronzer. I think it's like enriched golden, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, everything's gonna be linked in the description. Just give me a day to link it, because I'm going to post this today, but linking takes it takes a good time, and I gotta go somewhere today. So, girl, if it's no links today, trust it'll be there tomorrow. If you're watching this in the future, it's there. So don't come for me. And if it's not, please come for me. Okay, so yeah. And I'm going in on those places, like my cheekbones. And then I'm going to do under my lip and in my forehead. And also, I always love to just go in with my beauty blender and re-blend it. Like, I'm not playing when it comes to blend. Like, I'm getting this flawless, okay? Now it's time for baking. Like, I'm about to put you on. I make my own, like, powder. Basically, I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and then I use this Revolution banana powder, and I mix them together to just give me the perfect powder. And I just put it in my under my eye, under my contour, in the middle of my forehead where my eyebrows are, and on my chin, basically where I put my concealer. And I don't let that sit too long, like the ones that are under my face and on my forehead. I let the under my eyes sit, but I don't let none else, because it looks cakey. To me, it just looks cakey. We don't let that part sit. And while that is still baking, I'm gonna go in my blush. This is this Milani brush, and I'm just gonna use my blush brush to put that on, smile, make sure it's really cute, get over my nose, and then I dust off the excess, you know, what's it called, stuff under my eyes, the baking stuff under my eyes, the powder. Then I look, and my nose just needs a little bit more of the contour, so I just do that with an little angle brush. Then I blend that out again with my concealer brush. And then I just add some mascara under my eyes. We're on to the finishing touches, you guys. And I like to put on, and for my eyelashes, I do stack my eyelashes. Like, these are strip lashes. One's from like a beauty supply store, and one's from like a hair. So I put one, I cut them up, I put them under my eyes, and then I cut up another pair of lashes and put on top of my eyes. If you guys want a tutorial, let me know, and I will definitely give that to you guys, because these have been lasting. Like, these been on my eyes for like 2 weeks, and I'm not joking. Like, these last so well. I get compliments. People think they're like real extensions, and they're not, girl. They're literally, I did this myself, okay? I am a master of all trades. Don't play with me. For my last few touches, all I'm going to do is add some highlight for my nose. I don't put highlight anywhere else other than my nose. I'm using this Anastasia, I think it's rose gold palette, and I'm going to blend that with my finger. And then I'm going to spray some all-nighter spray and use a fan to let that dry. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. gel eyebrow gel, and I'm going to shade my eyebrows. Just like I said, it just gives a just more flawless look. And yeah, girl, I'm done. Psych, nah, I'm not done. I just had to come back and do my lip combo, because I couldn't leave y'all hanging. And of course, I had to come with my hair done, because you girl couldn't give a finished look with a bonnet on. Like, let's be for real. Like, be for real. Be fucking for real. So let me show you guys my lip combo. So basically, I use the same brow that I use, the same pencil I used on my brow, and I just line it, and then I blend it out with my finger. And I go with this matte Revolution something. I'm gonna tell y'all in the comments, in the descriptions, what color it is. It's just a nude color in the center of my lips, and I just, you know, blend it out with my lips. And then I go in again with the pencil just to make sure it's just more defined with the brown around it. And of course, I blend it with my finger. Now, for the girls that like a matte look, you could just stop here, but I like to use some gloss. So I'm just going to use some beauty supply gloss, nothing really special about it, and go over that. And yeah, that is the lip combo. Let me know if you guys like it. You know, for the girls that don't like wearing a lot of lip gloss or lipstick at all, just use lip gloss. I sometimes just use lip gloss, plain lip gloss, and that'd be like what I do for an everyday look. So yeah, it's just, you know, because I was doing a video, I wanted to be a little extra. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this makeup look, and I hope you guys can try it and take the tips and tricks that I give you and like slay your makeup and just let you know that you could do it, because you could do it yourself. You don't need no makeup artist. You are the makeup artist. And yeah, I'm done, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.